is definitely going to be good. Semi-finals here, $1,000 on the line, and these guys are getting really close to the money right now.
Yeah, definitely. In the round of 4, that is where the money starts happening. What, 4th place, $50?
Something like it.
It's crazy. There's a big prize pool, and thanks to Playhem for putting it on. We are going to MLG Shakuras Plateau. We have CheckPrime as our pink Zerg down here in the 5 o'clock position. And RGNartist, our purple Terran, down here in the 7 o'clock position. This is going to be close by air. RGNartist adding the Rax aggression, literally.
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, of course, Artist. Such a fan. His go-to build in this matchup. Oh, actually, he's not getting a supply depot at the ramp. That's a little bit odd as in the first place. Just, you know, before we get any build speculation going.
This is quite interesting. I think he's...
he's going to get it on the low ground, probably, his barracks. Yeah, that's what's going down.
Very
Here
common
comes
move
11
by
Rex, number uno out of Artist. I'm definitely expecting him to add a second 11 Rex in just a second. This is his go-to build in Terran vs Zerg. He always opens with 2 Rex. Doesn't matter which map it is. I have very rarely seen him open with a macro kind of style. So here we go. Double 11 Rex is down, and our eyes are going to be peeled for CheckPrime right now. Is he going to be getting that spawning pool early, or is he going to be greedy and get out a lot of drones?
He is going for that 15 hatch right now, so he is going to have to be able to scout this. This Overlord is starting to move in, and it's going to notice that not a lot of buildings around, so he's going to only have to assume that these racks are either proxy or that some aggression is coming right away. So I assume that the pool is going down right away, and that Check is going to be ready for this.
Yeah, Check made only 1 extra drone, and that is okay. You can still hold it with 1 extra drone. Of course, not making any extra drones is going to be even better. You know, it's going to allow you earlier spine crawlers. Oh, right. Check changed teams, by the way. I forgot about that. I've seen it somewhere on Team Liquid. He's on eSahara right now. Oh man, I have to change that up. That is just the biggest blunder ever.
That's quite. We need to stay a little more up to date on our players, literally, and every player. What have we talked about? We need to know every player.
Yep. Okay, so we've got it all updated right now. eSaharaCheck. It has been updated. It's all good right now, but we do have the double 11 Rex hitting. We had a little bit of downtime anyway. 5 drones have been pulled for Check. His hatchery is about to finish up. He's got a lot of minerals banked to be able to make 2 spine crawlers. Is he going to make them though, or is he just going to make 1? Or is he going to make none?
So far he's opted for none. Now that 1 is going down. Let's see if RGNartist is going to go for that bunker wall off. More SCVs coming in. So there should be more bunkers coming in, some more Marines. So he's going to have to take care of that spine crawler as fast as he can. Here come a lot of lings and drones. Again, the
bunker goes down.
There's that wall that we were talking about. Those Marines are going to be able to do a lot of damage. Oh, and it does get... And he doesn't even cancel it. It gets destroyed completely. These Marines, a lot more Marines, more drones going down. Still, only 4 lings and 1 bunker does get finished, Lilian.
What is Check doing? This is not good control. Those Marines can try to hop into that bunker. And oh, now he's doing some good control, getting a surround down. But he is losing a lot of workers here. Those Marines are doing a ton of damage. Not a single Marine has died just yet. He has no spine crawler to work away at these bunkers. And I think we're going to see RGNartist take a very early, or very quick game 1 here. 2 bunkers now filled with Marines, 3 SCVs there to repair, no spines to deal with anything.
And the Queen does go down as well. Now that he has his lings, and we do see a GG from Check right away.
What an anticlimax.
I know, Artist just having that great aggression at the beginning, like you were talking about. He just has such a refined 2 racks build, if that is something to have.
Yeah, it definitely is something to have, but it comes back to the... You know, I feel a little bit bad for calling Check's control terrible, but we've seen Destiny deal with this kind of stuff a lot better. I've seen other Rain players deal with this a lot better than Check just did. Maybe he was just caught off guard, didn't expect it, or hadn't practiced against it for some time, because it's not as common anymore. You know, in the meta game, in the GSL and such, it's just in big tournaments. How often do you see double 11 Rex anymore?
From RGNartist? Every single time, yep.
That's about it.
From any Korean player, I mean, there's always going to be that beginning Rax aggression, I feel like, from any Korean player, because they can opt out of it so easily if it fails, and it really doesn't set them behind very much at all. Guys, we are going to go into a quick commercial, and then we're going to go straight back into this game. Artist up 1 game to eSahara's
eSahara.
eSahara, excuse me. eSahara's check. Gonna have to look up eSahara now and see what kind of players they have on their roster.
They've got one really famous guy. I forgot about his name, but eSahara, Nama, I think. Yeah, they got Nama.
Oh, Nama, very nice.
Yep, he's been playing in some EU dailies as well.
Very nice.
Looks like I have been promoted to lobby host, and Check and Artist are both like go 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 go. So sweet. They switched colors on me though. Terran is now in the blue colors while Zerg is teal.
Such a first world problem.
And looks like we're going into GSL Daybreak. That's a map I have not been commentating on as often yet, but I've seen it so much in tournaments, so we're going to be great. We're going to be good.
Yep, definitely. GSL Daybreak, one of my favorite maps in the GSL lineup, so this should be really interesting. Again, we already have RGNartist and eSaharaCheck facing off in this TVZ matchup. RGNartist 1-up in this best-of-3 series in the round of 4. Hope you guys are excited as I am. There, Leon, talking to some ghost or of some sort.
Yeah, I muted my mic for the stream so they didn't hear me, but it's okay. Looks like Unfortunate is tired of being in this game. He leaves it. He does want to watch our stream to watch this game unfold. That's completely fine. I'm just double checking on a few things because my girlfriend just got home, and yeah.
No worries, I'm going to take this over for you. We got eSahara's check as our pink Zerg up here on the right side. And we got RGNartist as our blue Terran down here in the left corner. Guys, make the mods mad and let's see a shout out in chat. Who do you think is going to win this, RGNartist or eSahara's check? Let me know. Check, a formerly good Zerg player in the GSL.
Yeah, of course. He's very, very good now on the eSahara team, which is a new team on the block. And Artist, he's making a 12th SCV, man. He's scaring me a little bit. Yeah, so he's not going to be going for the double 11 racks in this game. Could see some interesting styles out of him. He does this so much, the double 11 racks, that I don't really know what he does normally in Terran vs.
What
Zerg.
is RGNartist's standard play? What a very good question. It's just about as mysterious as whoever that decent Protoss player was earlier.
Yeah, here.
And look at Check looking around for the proxy barracks. He knows RGNartist. He's sending this drone down here, wondering, all right, where is it? I know you do this every game.
Yeah, but not in this one.
Even we are surprised, Check. Even we are surprised.
Yeah, Check is definitely surprised at that Artist not getting a gas either, so he's going to be going for a 1-racks command center, which is totally different from what he did in last game. Really interesting play out of Artist here. I am not too sure what to say about this because I have not seen Artist advance into the mid-game in Terran vs. Zerg as often, and when he does, you know, he's usually at such a big advantage because his double 11 racks did damage. And in this game, you know, they're going to be really equal. So I'm looking forward to this game, man, Mr. Nerdswagger.
As am I. Obviously, we are seeing this more macro-style RGNartist, so we're going to have to see what type of late-game RGNartist can bring for us, or at least mid-game, I should say. Again, he's doing that one barracks command center. This is going to be so interesting, Lyrian. I am so excited. And again, we'll have to see if Check. Let's see what Check's got lately. I mean, that game ended up so abruptly last on Shakuras Plateau.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Check has in store as well. Actually, I cannot predict as much about these two, the styles of these two players, because like you said, or like I said, Check, the first game ended really fast. Artist, usually double 11 racks. So I'm excited to see what kind of style Artist wants to be playing here. He's looks to be going for his double refinery here, so he's going to be tacking up really, really fast. Going to go up to that factory soon. Trademark.
Yep, very nice. He is going to be adding that, trademark reactor play. Going to be able to go and take out a lot of drones, hopefully. Again, Daybreak, not the biggest choke for the natural for those Hellions to get into. It's really pretty easy for those Queens to block it off. A nice spine crawler placement. The thing about Daybreak is that far away third. That's really kind of really bad for the Zerg if he does not have that great creep spread.
Yeah, it looks like there's always something on a map that is tough for a Zerg player, but of course it would be way too easy if they would have easy 3 bases on every map. There has to be something tough for the Zerg, because a Zerg going up to a super early 3 bases can really spell doom for any Protoss or Terran opponent. So this time it's not going to be rocks, but it's going to be distance that's going to make it hard for Czech to take a 3rd base on this map. And he's getting 1 Spinecrawler, which is pretty standard. Sometimes you see 2, because it's still, you know, a big area to cover with 1 spine.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the things I like about Daybreak, excuse me, is when you start to get to those 3rd base games, is you have to be so careful with your army position, because they can run right up this ramp over here and straight into your natural, or they can just run right back around and get to that 3rd. So it's just, you have to be so careful with your army.
Yeah, you're very much right. It's really tough. You have to be so careful on this map with a lot of things. Ah, man, this game is... we've been casting for a long time, man. Since 10, and it's...
Yeah.
What time is it now? Like...
We've been casting for about 5 hours now.
Sweet, and we've not even had a break of a few minutes yet.
No, we just go into game after game after game.
Yeah,
so if you guys think it's easy to cast for a long time, you should try it sometime and let me know.
You should look at day 9 and Mr. Bitter at the end of their, I believe, 14-hour casting day.
Yeah,
they were not very focused anymore near the end, but I thought it was a lot of fun to watch, didn't you? Did you?
Yeah, no, I loved every minute. Yeah, I tried to watch as many games as I could. It was I couldn't watch a lot of the group stage one as it was Thanksgiving Day for that, so I tried to update it on my phone. Whereas normal people in my family are like keeping updated with sports and like football games, I'm like looking on my smartphone for like DreamHack updates.
Trying to figure out what is happening. Yeah, that Thanksgiving kind of thing, that is something we don't do in Europe.
Weird.
Oh, nice. See this Overlord going down here? Or actually, no, is it going to survive? Ooh,
yeah, it does.
That was close.
Nice.
That was really nice. That watchtower was giving him vision up that thingy, and he almost killed the Overlord there. There's actually some kind of biodome down there. That is pretty sweet. Looks pretty cool.
Interesting. Wonder what they grow there.
Probably a lot of weed.
Yeah, that's what my guess was too, actually.
Okay.
We do see a Baneling's Nest going down for Czech, so he's kind of opting, and a Spire as well, so he's kind of opting for that army composition of Ling, Bane, and Muta. So let's see what type of Muta harassment Czech can bring.
Surprisingly enough, we don't see a 3rd base or a macro hatch yet. That is a little bit weird. As you can see, he's going up to 800 minerals. He could try to secure his 3rd base, or at least get a macro hatch, because that's going to be always useful later on. But looks like he wants to be, you know, aggressive off 2 base here with his pretty early Mutalisk play. This is actually pretty early.
Yeah, definitely. He's not going to be able to get the Lings in there. These Marines and Marauders are going to be able to fort this off quite easily.
Oh, and they run into the Hellions on their way back, and so many of those Lings go down. That was just not good for eSaharaCheck there. He lost pretty much every Ling there. 5 Lings run home to tell the tale about the Hellions that killed their friends. It's gonna be a day of mourning at the Pink Zerg base here, who is now getting out 10 Mutalisks, and Artist is gonna be decently prepared. He has missile turrets finishing up right now, dropping a few more even. Wow, actually going up to 3 missile turrets there in his main base.
In that really small area as well, not really opting to spread them out. I mean, the Mutas can only really fly in from this corner, so that is somewhat smart placing. We only see 1 going down in the natural so far, but we do see a push coming from him as well.
Yeah, and all the Hellions run into the Mutas. That was a little bit of sloppy control there out of Artist, losing pretty much all his Hellions to those Mutalisks. And Czech equalizing the playing field a little bit more after losing all his Zerglings. In return, he takes out all the Hellions, which is going to make his Zerglings even more powerful. But Artist looks to be going for the same kind of 2 base kind of a push that we've seen earlier today out of Noblesse.
Yep, these Mutas are almost getting trapped. These Marines are starting to take them out. They need to get out of there. You do not want these things to get picked off. I mean, he is starting to build. He's finally getting Baneling speed right now, but the push is coming across the map from RGNartist. We're going to have to see some great control from Czech. He does have a lot of Banelings waiting, though.
Yeah, he has a good amount of Banelings, but like you said, no speed yet, and that's going to come into play a little bit. Looks like Artist wants to go back here. He's adding on another 2 barracks. That could have been a command center as well, so man, he's going up to 5 barracks, a factory on 2 base right now. He's not showing any signs of dropping down a command center yet, but no worries, he doesn't really have to just yet, since the Zerg player... oh, is he denying that base? Oh, I think he's gonna get it. Oh, it's gonna be so close, and yes, he gets it, doesn't even get cancelled. And oh, eSaharaCheck there, not that good, not that well done. Right now, there's no need for Artist to go for a third base. He can just stay on 2 base, make a lot of stuff, and overwhelm the Zerg at some point.
Yep, he can just continue to attack and keep his production up. Like, as you said, he does not need to opt for that third base at right now. Just continue to add to that tank count and put the Zerg in a really bad position. Sahara now, Check adding more mutas to the mix, only 4. He needs to get that muta count up to the 20s and the 30s so he can start doing some really big harassment. And he needs to get these tanks out of position and snipe them. Like, right now would be such an opportune time. He's not around to do so.
Yeah. This is going to be a nice timing here that Artist is hitting. He's seeing those banelings roll, and he sees the entire army of Czech as well. The mutas are in the middle of the map. They might be able to pick up the tanks in the back. No, Artist stimming up and not killing Mutalisk, but doing some damage there. And any damage you can do to Mutalisks is actually pretty good. Oh, one of them muta falls there. And the Artist is getting in a pretty tough position for Czech to deal with. But I do think that Artist should either reinforce this or get the hell out of there, because the Zerg is making nothing but Zerglings and Banelings right now, and he could overwhelm him if he just stays there. Looks like he's going to choose to reinforce.
Yeah, Czech having these Zerglings at the flank right now is going to be able to cut off this reinforcement. We're going to have to see how RGNartist does decide to respond to this. If he brings his army back, which is what he is doing right now, he's not going to go for any sort of base trade. More mutas coming into the fray. These Lings are going to be trapped by the returning army.
Yeah, they are, and one nice Baneling hit on those Marines doing a ton of damage. One siege tank is in position, but it will get focused down. But I don't think this was the damage that Czech was looking to do, but he is forcing the entire Terran army out of position, but some Marines getting into the third base. Actually, a lot of Marines, but the Zerglings are streaming in, and I do think Czech will be able to save this base this time around.
Yep, he will be able to clean that up. No Banelings wasted there. That third does survive quite easily, and he is now getting up a 4th as well. Does RGNartist know anything about it? Yes, he does. He has spotted that 4th, so he should be able to take that quite easily.
Yeah, and he's once again moving across the map. He lost a lot of Marines, so the Marine count is not going to be as scary as it could have been earlier on. He has a ton of tanks, though. They're going to be able to kill those Zerglings so easily. 1-1 on the Zerglings. What are the upgrades for Artist? 0-0 on his mech, and 1-1 on the bio. So upgrades relatively even, not that different. And we're going to see another counterattack here out of Czech, who is pretty much forfeiting his third base and fourth base right now.
Yeah, Czech finally evening up the supply. I mean, he's been down 30 almost the entire game. Now Czech finally backing off as there's a nice wall-off for RGNartist and a tank, so looks like Czech not looking in the best position right now.
No, he was trying to counterattack, but there was a good defense set up by Artist, and now Czech will probably lose both his bases here. There's not that many Marines left, actually. I think this is going to get cleaned up by Czech, but once again, losing that fourth base, and he should just stim his Marines, kill that base, and be happy, be done with it.
Yep, he definitely just needs to snipe it. Maybe we might be seeing some drop play if he doesn't get this engagement off, which he doesn't. He might be losing a lot of medevacs. His muted ball is getting up quite higher, but more Marine enforcements coming in. This is not looking good. He's going to have to back off again. He should go try and snipe that third.
Yeah, he needs Banelings. That's exactly what I was thinking, but there's only one out right now. There's more being morphed, 7 of them. And Artist actually not pushing in that third base. Interesting. He does have his own third base ready. Where is he going to fly that out to? It's on a really weird course right now. Is he gonna... Oh, there it's gonna be planted at the mini expansion with only 6 mineral patches.
Very interesting move by him, and there's so many mutas in the middle getting picked off by these Marines. He needs to back off. He needs to keep those mutas safe. I think he needs to start doing a little bit more harassment with them and try and keep the Terran in his base more. The Terran's just going to keep being aggressive.
Yeah, he's not even attempted to harass the mineral line of Artist just yet, because he couldn't. Artist is being so aggressive, he needs his mutas to be able to defend as well. And here come the Marines. Oh, the Banelings, are they going to get the hit that they need? Another stim goes down, more Banelings rolling in from the side. Oh, the siege tank's coming into rage again, and actually that was a pretty even trade there.
Yeah, so many stims were gone down for those Marines, sending them all into the red, and none of these medevacs have energy left, so half that Marine force is quite weak, and it looks like there's a small flank coming up. You might be able to catch these tanks out of position, unsieged. Yes, very nice move by Czech, making him waste all these stims. There's only 2 medevacs with energy right now.
Yeah, if you can look at the... I just looked at the health bars for that entire army. It is so yellow and red, just a few green ones in there. Oh, those Banelings out of position. Wow, did you see that spread out of Artist? He just did it like... spreading out his Marines like a ball is really well done by him.
He is really ready for those Baneling attack, and this mini expansion going up. It's kind of just funny to look at with a planetary fortress.
Oh yeah, but Artist is not in any position to defend this. It gets cancelled and lifts, and so many SCVs are falling to the Banelings, and I think the Mutas could get this. Where are the reinforcements? Stim some Marines and try to save it. Looks like he's going to forfeit it, but in this position he does need to get the third base out of check right now. He needs to focus that third base down and the fourth base as well to be able to be even, because Artist just lost his third base as well. And is he going to get it?
Oh!
Check knows he has to hold on to it.
Yep, Check barely holding on. 130 HP left for that third base. Pretty much the only thing keeping him alive right now. If he loses that would more than likely be GG for him.
Not focusing the hatchery, still alive. There's a lot of Banelings sitting at one of the watchtowers, but some more Stim Marines coming in. He just needs to snipe it. Sniping that is pretty much winning the game at this point, and 140 HP left. And here comes Check again for the last ditch effort. Supplies have evened out. Oh, so many stuff goes down right there, and all the Banelings are getting a lot of kills in the middle of the map, rolling into some Marines. Oh, nicely done there.
Yes, I really like this move by Check, taking his fourth elsewhere. He's taking the fourth now here around the 12 o'clock position. I was just about to add that before he did that. And we have some Banelings sitting in the middle that might be able to flank this army at some point as well. He just really needs to catch those tanks out of position.
Yeah, he does, and is Check gonna go for it right now. He's only sending half his army in there, getting one tank, losing a few mutas in return though. There's still a good amount of mutas out, about 20 more reinforcements on the way. For Artist, it is still really close. It is anyone's game to take.
Yeah, definitely, and as we've seen, our Zerg player has been sitting on 58 drones to 44 SCVs. RGNartist really not opting to go for a third, and he's so oversaturated in his natural.
Yeah, that's because his main is mined out, and Check, is he gonna get the Baneling hits? Not really. More Zerglings and Banelings coming in from the side though. I do think Check is gonna be able to clean this up and be in a pretty decent position here. Yeah,
Check's going to be in a really great position. Again, our Terran player not even coming close to
the siege tank. This is going to snipe the hatch. Oh my god, 42 HP.
At this point, even if the third were to be sniped, I mean, Check does have his fourth going up, and again, RGNartist is now mined out of his natural and has no third on the way.
He has no income, pretty much.
He has a half a third on the way, excuse me.
Yeah, that's half a third. That's only 6 mineral patches and 1 gas, so he's not going to have a lot of income from that. Look at the income tab right now. It is 1,300 minerals per minute for Check, and Artist only 280. And Check has done a fantastic job hanging in there. He is now in a commanding lead, while Artist was pretty much, like you said earlier on, pretty much constantly 30 supply ahead of him.
Yeah, definitely. And now with Check's defender's advantage, how he just kept defending so perfectly and keeping that third hatchery alive, now he has the advantage in the game. And
yeah, he does. Siege tanks are falling, SCVs being pulled. Why not? He can afford to lose them. But I don't think there's enough Marines out, and I think we're going to be seeing the GG out of Artist, who fell down to 50 supply right now. Check tying the series up 1-1.
Yeah, Check looking really solid in this macro game. It looks like macro games aren't RGNartist's style.
No, I definitely think that we're going to see Artist fall back to his preferred double 11 racks opening. I mean, he can choose a map right now. He can choose the map he's most comfortable doing his double 11 racks on and, you know, do his thing. So, really insane game 2 there. I hope game 3 is going to be as good, but Artist, of course, known for his double 11 rack style. We could very well be seeing that as well. You're watching the Playhem $1,000 Open Tournament. We're in the semi-finals right now. We're going to be going into the ace match between Check and Artist, 2 Korean players, right after this quick commercial break.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right, guys, thanks again for supporting us. Again, please feel free to support Playhem if you want to see more of these tournaments, and feel free to support our dailies as well. So just click that follow button on Twitch TV, or hit up all of the social networks, follow them, and you'll know when all of these tournaments are coming up. Feel free to follow me at Mr. Nerdswagger if you want to know whenever I'm casting any tournaments or doing some more of my giveaways. I did just give away some gunners 2 days ago. As again, if you are the fans that are supporting me, I'm going to make sure I support you, and make sure you follow this other awesome caster, Lirlian, for whenever he casts great tournaments. He just won an awesome Shoutcasting award for the DreamHack and 1 tickets to go, so make sure you support him as well. I think he's in the bathroom right now, and we're going to be getting the game going here pretty soon. We are having so many casters up in here. Again, just continue to support us, continue to support esports, and all of this will continue to grow, and hopefully we can bring in entertainment. Again, I really thrive off criticism, so please give me as much feedback, even if it's bad feedback. Give me as much feedback about my casting as possible. And I think that's Lirlian shuffling around.
Hi guys, I am back. I had to
Had to what?
I had to take a quick toilet break, but I am back. The series has been tied up at 1-1. Gonna be updating the scoreboard a little bit. Check's gonna be playing as teal right now, and Artist as red. Sweet. Looks like the map choice is MLG Antiga Shipyard. Interesting. I did not expect that out of Artist, actually. I expected him to go for Metalopolis or something and go for his 2 racks. But
yeah, that would have been a lot better, huh? Interesting.
Very interesting.
Or Steps of War, or something like that. I'm just joking.
Yeah, of course.
Steps of War, the most balanced map to StarCraft 8.
The most unbalanced one for sure, indeed.
What? You're joking, right? I know, I'm trolling you right now, I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's definitely been a long one. It is 3 AM in Europe right now.
I bet you're ready to sleep. But you got so much adrenaline going you for this ace match between RGNartist and Check that you cannot.
I cannot go to sleep before I finish casting this anyway.
That's probably a good choice. You just leave like in the middle of a game, you're like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah, you can finish casting this on your own.
I'll radio cast it. I'll cast it through chat.
It's definitely been a long tournament right now. Welcome back, guys, to the Playhem $1,000 tournament. We're going into the ace match, Check versus Artist. We're going to be playing on MLG Antiga Shipyard, so the double 11 racks is a little bit less likely on this map, I do think. But, you know, Artist can do anything. He can just drop those 2 11 racks at the lower ramp.
We have seen him do it on Tal'Darim before in the middle of the map as well, so...
Yeah, we've seen him double 11 racks in pretty much any game right now.
Yep, so again, we are going to have eSaharaCheck, correct?
Very much correct. Right?
Thank you very much, Lirlian. As our teal Zerg over here in the 2 o'clock position, and we're going to have our red Terran RGNartist at the 9 o'clock position. And this is all tied up, guys, in the best of 3 in the round of 4 of the Playhem $1,000 daily. I hope you're all so excited as I am.
Yeah, and you know what round of 4 is short for?
What's that, Lirlian?
Semi-finals. So the winner of this will be advancing to the
finals, Lirlian.
Yeah, man.
Big cash prizes going down in the finals.
I feel like we're playing Dora the Explorer a little bit. That was a little bit stupid.
I don't know.
Sorry, man. I love you.
Swiper no swiping, man.
And Artist actually going for a 12 Rex here, and he is continuing his SCV production. So once again, Artist looking to play a macro game. Interesting. I hope he's going to do a little bit. He was actually in a great position last game, but he kind of threw it away.
It's because he kept attacking that third way too much. I feel like he, like us, the casters, felt like he really needed to snipe that third to win the game, so he just kept sending way too many units, and he just couldn't hold it. Again, like I talked about earlier in that game, he really needed to utilize that other path right up to the natural so he can split the Zerg army and get a better containment in that huge area.
Yep, that could have helped him a ton. Now, we're going to have to see what he wants to do in this game. It's pretty hard to take a third base as well, especially if the Terran, you know, sets up position in between the 2 ramps near the third. That's pretty much impossible to get out of as a Zerg player. You might be able to get a good, you know, sandwich if you have enough units, but if you don't have any units sitting at that third base and all your units are stuck up the ramp near your natural, that's going to be so tough to deal with. You're going to see what Artist wants to do after his command center finishes up, and you know, he's just playing the very standard game right now.
Yeah, definitely, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's not going to go for that normal kind of maybe a Hellion. No gas is coming up yet, but again, we do see once that command center gets done, they do opt to go for those Hellions and try and do as much economic damage as possible.
Yeah, and double gas is on the way by Artist, so it could very well be what you were talking about, you know, the delayed reactored Hellion after the command center after barracks. Wow, that sounded so technical while it was just very simple.
I know, we're getting to that point, Lurlin. We're getting to that point.
We're getting to that point. Indeed, I really expected Artist to 2-rack, so I'm already excited for this game, man. Artist is
he's looking solid.
Yeah, he's
solid
looking
more than I've ever seen him. At least, I mean, I'm hoping that he can belt out a macro game here, because I mean, his early aggression is just so strong.
Yeah, his micro with the Marines is so good, but that's just because he's done it literally thousands of times. Literally. Yeah. He's done that double 11 rack so many times. I really think he's one of the best in the world in executing and transitioning out of that build. It's so crazy, man. He's so good.
And Check, who I'm really not completely familiar with, as of late at least. I remember a couple of times back in the Prime days watching a few of his games, but you know, he's coming back as well. I mean, he only lost that early aggression. He had such great defense against RGNartist's aggression for that third base in the last game.
Yeah, that was definitely very good. I really thought he was out of that when he lost that third base for the first time and was confined to 2 bases, and Artist had just the biggest army. But eSaharaCheck, finding opportunities to counterattack, do some damage, kill some SCVs, and force the Terran player back in his base, and then just get barely enough units to be able to hold on to that third base again. Loses, I think he lost his fourth base like 3 times in that game, so it's pretty impressive out of him. To be,
that was actually really smart by Check, continuing to place that 4th base up as the Terran had to kind of split his army and worry about taking out that 4th base before that got up, besides sniping the 3rd. So kind of a good move, trying to keep going for that, knowing that it was going to get killed no matter what. And again, now we do see RGNartist throwing out those Hellions as I talked about earlier.
Yep, those Hellions are rolling out. You were completely correct on predicting the fast factory play with Hellions after the quick expansion. He's going to poke around with those a little bit, probably not do too much damage because there's 2 spines, there's 2 queens, 3 in total actually, and a quick lair started for Check again. We've seen him do that in last game as well. He went for really early mutas and really greedy play with the gases. But it's going to work out. It's going to work out because Artist is once again going for that super early third base. We've seen him do that a few times.
Yeah, and it really doesn't really work out into his favor much. And again, yeah, like you said, he's going to go into that muta play. And as long as we didn't see a lot of great harassment from Check last time, as there were so many turrets put up, and usually RGNartist was pushing out about that time as well, so he needed those mutas back to help defend with the lings. But we might be able to see some good harassment coming up here.
Yeah, we could. 8 more drones on the way for Check, so he's really playing playing greedy right now. And actually an infestation pit is on the way, so it's not going to be the same build as in last game. Interesting, yeah,
definitely interesting. We didn't get to see any infestor play from him last game, so we'll have to see what his infestor control is like. If he is opting to go into that, I'd really like to see him to go for a 3rd here pretty soon. We do have these Hellions kind of patrolling back and forth, having a little Hellion dance, if you will. I like it.
Really cool dancing going down here, giving us something to look at. Just kidding. There's so many interesting things to look at. Look at the architecture or the infrastructure. Not the architecture. Look at the infrastructure and production facilities that Artist is getting up into his main base. He's already up at 4 barracks, a starport, and a factory producing units. And Check, ooh, did he see that command center? I think he did. Yes, he does. He has seen that third base, early third base. So I'm interesting to see how Check is going to respond to this. His third base is not even on the way, and Artist's third base has been finished up for ages.
Yep, and we do see a scan going down from RGNartist. I don't think he knows anything about that infestation pit. No, he doesn't, because he scans the main and no tech is there. So he has no idea what Check is up to at this point.
No, he has no clue. But Artist is actually playing a very standard style here, actually not adding on that many siege tanks. Ooh, that could be a little bit dangerous. He's not producing siege tanks anymore, only 2 siege tanks right now, and of course, you know, a big amount of siege tanks, like 5, 6 or 8 even siege tanks will really shut down that infestor play, because infestor's Ling just dies so fast in mass siege tanks.
Yeah, I could not agree more. So this is definitely going to be very interesting. Using a fast, literally, and fast hive tech. Holy
My
cow.
god, it is 10 minutes 30 seconds into this game and he's already getting a hive.
What is this going to be, literally?
He doesn't even have a Spire on the way, so
Yeah.
I think it's Ultralisk's. Ultralisk, Ling, Infestor. That's a pretty good composition.
Yep, and he continues to macro like crazy. His 10 drones on the way. His third is just about to be finished. And as RGNartist's third has been going a little longer, that's just never a good position for the Zerg, obviously. RGNartist always kind of staying ahead in supply compared to Check. But Check just being able to defend so well, so maybe he's just more of a defend and counter player more than the aggressor.
Yeah, of course we see, you know, the supply difference might also be because Czech has already started saving up minerals for his Ultralisks that he wants to be popping out soon. He's really banking on his opponent not attacking early on because he saw that third base. He knows Artist wants to get his third base up and will not be pushing before he gets, you know, all the additional production facilities up, before he gets his 3 bases saturated and stuff like that. So that's actually a pretty, you know, cool read that Czech made. And I do think it could be paying off, and there we see the Ultralisk Cavern. Destiny would not be pleased.
Destiny would not be pleased, because whatever Destiny's saying is if you're ahead in the game and you want to lose, go Ultra. So Lilian, if you're behind in the game and you want to win...
Yeah, this is like minus is plus.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're behind in the game and you want to win, so you go Ultras. I guess...
It makes sense.
We should consult Destiny on that. And oh no, check Zergling death funeral stuff there. So many Zerglings going down.
Chat. It looks like we have RGNartist starting to push out now with this pressure. These Lings going down so easily, and the creep
nice
being oh yes, nice fungal indeed. The creep starting to be taken out, but nice creep spread from Czech. Look at him. He's going to be able to take this top half pretty easily.
Yeah, he's going to have a fantastic creep spread. That's going to help him a ton. And the Ultralisks, I do think, are going to be out in time to deal with this, but they will not have the usual fantastic upgrades because of that super duper whooper early hive tech. We actually have the 4th base out of Czech being shut down by some Marine Marauders here. No way, Jose, he can save that right now.
And again, RGNartist completely in the dark. He's going to have no idea about these Ultralisks, so he's going to be just as confused as we are. Ling's kind of getting taken out. He's trying to take out these drops. I feel like RGNartist could have handled that. Yeah.
Well, actually, I thought it was really impressive. He picked up all his units while they were all in the red and orange, only losing 2 Marines to like 30 Zerglings. It was a really nice decision out of him there doing the pickup. The one lone warrior Viking is finally being taken out by a queen. It killed 2 overlords, it done some scouting, it's done its job. But finally Artist can get back to denying this 4th base. And there it goes, cancel is forced.
So I feel like we are going to have to check. Wait, he does spot the Ultralist now. Is Czech going to decide to move out? Nice fungal going down, taking out that small Marine force. He's going to have to watch out for these tanks. There's nice placement in the middle of the map. And here we go, Czech moving in with these Ultralists. Nope, he's just being kind of indecisive at this point.
Titan's plating just finished up, by the way, so those Ultralisks are going to have 3 armor right now. 4 armor total. But that's not the amount you want to have them be at. The upgrades for Artist are not that good. Only 1-1 on the bio and 0-0 on his tanks. So the upgrade advantage is definitely in Czech's park right now. He can really hit a nice timing here. I think he can even break the turn right now. We're gonna
definitely.
have to
Here
see.
we go, kind of a 2-pronged attack from the middle, taking out all these tanks. These tanks were spread out so thin, no really or Bioforce. Nice fungals going down on the ramp. These Ultralists are going to have to back off, otherwise they will get kited by this Bioforce.
This is such good fungals by Czech. He is down in supply, but actually I don't think he's that far behind. He has to be careful of the Planetary Fortress, though. More great fungal growths. Reinforcements coming in for Artist, though. The Planetary Fortress coming into play a little bit, and looks like the Ultralisks are finally dying a little bit.
And And we do see 2 melee coming out for the Zerg player, and he is just continuing to macro up. A drop going down at this kind of 11 o'clock base. He's going to try and go clean it up with these lings. Our Zerg player has been down in workers the entire game, which is never good, literally, and as we know, but I mean, going that fast ultra, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, he needs to do something right now. The ghosts are starting to come out for Artist. The longer Check waits, the more he's going to be falling behind. He has the upgrade advantage now. He has to go soon. The Terran is on 4 bases, while he is only barely on 3. He's, like you said, down on workers, and oh, Artist is moving out right now. This could be what Check has been waiting for. He's flanking around, actually, once again going for a counterattack. Artist a little bit out of position. Ooh, the Infestor is slacking in the back. Good. Oh, nice fungal there. Oh, this is going to be crazy.
Oh, yes. Check kind of trapping himself. He's trying to go into the main, and he does get that bunker down, so he is in the natural. Going to be able to take out so many SCVs, literally, and these Ultralists trying to clean up the tanks, but they are going to be taken out. It seems one Ultra might survive, but again, in the natural of the Terran, so much damage is being done.
Yeah, so much damage is being done, and the Orbital Command now being focused on. Artist lifting barely in time. In the meantime, he's sending out a ton of Marines to pretty much kill that 4th base out of Check, and there's so much action going down the map right now. These Lings are doing a lot of damage still in the main base. Finally gets cleaned up, and ooh, the Ultralisk trying to push into the Planetary Fortress, but there's so much bio there, and Check, you know, is he going to be able to keep this 4th base alive? If he doesn't, oh man, it's going to be so hard for him to get back into this. He needs to keep this 4th base alive, but I don't think he's going to be able to.
That's fine because of Check did manage to take out 29 workers in that engagement earlier. This Ultralist might be able to clean up. No, it is going to probably get cleaned up by these Marines. Oh, it's going to be close. 1 Marine left. Oh, and the Ultralist lives with 7 HP. But again, it is 65 drones literally into 46 SCVs.
Yeah. And I still... no, Check does have another 4th base coming up. It's just now started, but he's going to be falling so far behind. Like you pointed out, the Zerg killed a lot of units, but the Terran player has the gold base. You know, a lot of players have been saying that mules on the gold base are a little bit overpowered, and he still has good minerals at most of his bases. He's not really suffering too much from losing those SCVs. He's not even rebuilding most of them. He's actually not rebuilding any.
We see Check trying to defend this 4th base as he knows this is kind of all he has, and we do see RGNartist finding it and moving down there. This is not looking good for Check. He's going to probably lose a majority of these Ultralists. He's going to lose all of them, actually, just so much bioforce.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
I think this is going to be the end for Check.
That's definitely going to be the end for Check. He does not have banelings and fungal growths or something to do with this crazy amount of bio, not even cancelling that 4th base. He's now down 80 supply to the fully maxed out Artist, and there's the GG out of Check. Artist is going to be advancing to the grand finals here, and I am really psyched, really hyped to be seeing that, because Artist has always been competing in the NA dailies, the EU dailies,